Hello everyone. Blah 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 blah. Hello blah blah. Hello, Arco's here. Just like that start, we've got some, or I've got some terrible news rather. I might sound like I'm a little bit down the dumps, but that's because I am. I'm kicking myself honestly. I just recorded 2 hours of footage before, where I talked a lot about future plans, I talked about things I wanted to do on a save, I talked about things for the YouTube channel, I brought up the fact that I've just hit 100 subscribers, which is honestly quite amazing to see. I've got no real plan to celebrate that. I might come up with something, we'll see, but I'm kind of sick of my life at the moment because, well, I didn't actually record 2 hours of footage. It was going to be a nice little double episode to kind of celebrate, you know, a little milestone, get some more stuff done. I did a lot of work on the base. I didn't finish the manufacture area, but the base is looking really nice. But no, once again, because of the way the rotating blocks things is, I went to press page up number 9 and I must have literally just accidentally tapped it. The button above the asterisks, which is my stop recording button, which I've now changed. And after 2 hours and having a very heartfelt message about, you know, people watching the channel, people subscribing to the channel, how the fact that I don't want to be like, oh, you know, like and subscribe, I don't want to do really clickbait titles and stuff like that, and how I'm really just creating this content to work on my own confidence, the fact that I enjoy it. I'm finally doing something I wanted to do when I was younger, but it's taken me all these years to get started, so I'm glad I'm making this content for you to enjoy. I tapped out and I had 33 minutes of footage. And for the first 33 minutes of that footage, I barely talked and didn't really get into the swing of what I was doing for a bit, because I was just kind of backwards and forwards finishing off the solar panel wall. So, with that out of the way, hello again. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all hydrated. Reminds me, I'm going to take a little drink. Always good to have plenty of water. I hope everyone's been doing their house chores. I'm pretty sure I was talking about that last episode. That's why I wasn't asleep, because I was putting stuff off. But I've done my work today. So I'm rewarding myself with yet more Space Engineers. So much for taking it slowly and recording every Sunday, etc, etc. But time's getting on, we're hitting 3 minutes, so I'm going to get back into it, show you what I've built. As you can see, I'm standing on my pipe in a little preview, but no, I'm going to keep pottering away. I've really lost the will to live after losing them 2 hours. So instead of sitting dreading about it, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. And apparently I have not muted Telegram. So if anyone thinks they got a notification, that was just me. A random group that I haven't been in for ages. I'm just going to mute that. Right, where are we? Yeah, look at this. Got a hell of a lot of work done. I'm just going to quickly turn the music on. Yeah, honestly, I did so much work. I did loads of batteries. I've got the solar panel wall going with all the windmills. It's looking terrific. I got a lot of the conveyor work done. I finished the storage containers. I finished the pipe going all the way around. Got some of the piping done in the middle. I'm basically at the... Am I producing components? Yes, I am. I was talking about future plans for the base. I found out what I'm going to do. I think just to save some face, I'm going to ever so slightly talk about my... I don't know if you can hear the paper rattling. My secret plan that I've got. So far on the plan we've got finish the drill. Well, we ticked that off. Use iron to expand the initial base. Tick that off. Build the manufacturing refinery. We're doing that. My next plan is to expand mining operations to exhaust local resources. I've got a big plan for that I'll talk about in a minute. After that, it's building a recon ship, rover, Creating a central storage area. We've kind of got that done over there. So I guess I'm going to take that off now, actually. After that, we've got creating function ships such as like grinders, miners, welders, etc. Building the little shredder for unknown signals, such as the one over there, which we'll go grab in a second. I'll not talk fully in depth about the plan because it goes on for quite a while after that. It's just general goals I'm going to keep ticking off. But yeah, really quite sad about the 2 hours I lost. I talked a lot about future projects I want to do in the channel because it's not going to purely be gaming. I would love to do review stuff in the future, and by that I mean, well, Doctor Who really. I was really wanting to review modern Doctor Who from the Eccleston era all the way up to Peter Capaldi, and if I got enough interest I would force myself to watch through the Jodie Whittaker era, the leading into the new era. I guess it's a reboot that we've got now since Chibnall's gone. But yeah, it's a bit sad to lose all that. It's a shame. I would have uploaded the 33 minutes, but it was just none of the things I've just mentioned there I actually got around to talking about. So I've just deleted it to make space. I'm going to do a nice hour episode. I don't think I've got enough strength to do 2 hours because it is currently 10 to midnight. Well, let's go grab this. I think my plan is to just
energy low.
Keep toiling away, building the refineries and such. But yeah, I'm just gonna get all this out of the way, kind of keep on keeping on, keep getting space credits. And hopefully it's not too much of a setback. Wow, cow boots. I've nearly got the full suit. Oh, I probably do. I know I've got like 100 different cow gloves. Yeah, talking about that Doctor Who thing, that's not going to be for a while. I've kind of got my own plan for how I'm going to do it because I don't know how much footage of episodes I'll be able to record. Getting around to copyright and all that, what kind of style I want to do. But I think to celebrate the 100 subscribers, I think I might start a secondary series of gaming. I've kind of been wanting to play the original Kerbal Space Program to do some things that I've never been able to do in that game. I wanted to have a colony on every single planet and moon, except Jewel, of course, so we can kind of just set up a space station around that. Just do a nice little science playthrough because I'm not a fan of career mode. Seeing as Kerbal Space Program 2 is just died of death. But yeah, my brain's in tatters at the moment after the loss of all that footage. It's killed me. But we move, we move. Just chuck that in there. Also, I found out we had problems with my sorting system. So when material comes in, this should only take stone out. And silver and gold. Yeah, for some reason iron was moving through this and moving into this refinery. And I think I know how that's happened. Yes, I think I've worked it out actually. Because all of this is connected through a loop now, I think the iron has went through here, went into that storage bin, then come all the way around this loop. Went through the assemblers and then went back into that refinery. Which isn't too bad. I mean, this whole automated sorting system is nice, but we haven't got all the refineries put up yet, so I guess it helps out. I'm just gonna keep chucking stuff in. What comes next? Construction components. I need to do them ones. Yeah, it's a very sad day for Space Engineer today. But at least now I've changed my hotkeys. We shouldn't have any more of that, 'cause that's twice that's happened now. Wasn't too bad the first time when I was just building this really long pipe out here. But when we're doing really big things like this, like with all the lights, all that, I just, I'm kicking myself a bit. I was also, another thing I was talking about was, I think one day I might set up a Patreon. It's not like I plan to make a living off YouTube, definitely not at the moment. I mean 100 subscribers is a nice milestone, but it's nothing compared to what some people have. But I thought it'd be nice as just a way for, like, I don't know, people to support me in the future. I can kind of set up, I've not really used Patreon. I know I can set up like special subscription tiers. I don't think I'm going to do things such as set up a Discord, because I would never talk on it. But it's plans for the future, which my incredibly depressed brain at the minute has just thrown out the window. Hopefully if I keep doing this build, did I just pick up construction components just to put them in? And I've already done it. Yes, I have. But we move. Still, if I can at least get some of this done today, I will be happy. That's all the pipes above ground built. I think I've got a few underneath to do. Will I connect all of this? It looks like that's all done. Okay. I think let's get the refinery sorted out. Now I'm gonna have to run and grab some nickel. I think I might have just doubled that up by mistake. I don't think I did. Let's condense this. Go ahead. Ooh, 93,000 iron. That is something I might struggle with. Maybe not. 40,000 there. 48. I'll be 80,000. Oh, I've got enough iron, that's fine. Nickel's going to be a problem. I don't think I've got enough of that. I think I'm very low on nickel at the moment. Yeah. Cobalt, we should be fine. Just going to quickly readjust my chat. Could do a couple runs of nickel, get some of that. I think it is really obvious the loss of that the loss of that 2 hours of footage has just killed me. I had so much energy when I was recording the last 2 hours. But still, learning experiences. Oh, another thing I did as well was upgrade my tools a little bit. Because I'm currently on the hunt for platinum. I'm pretty sure it doesn't spawn on planets. Although I might be wrong, I've never seen it spawn on planets. Unless maybe it's been on one of them little nodule rocks that you sometimes see. Yeah, like just over here, I'm pretty sure that's got silicon in. Because I was thinking about that for the future, like we can build thrusters soon, but we can't build like proper ones. We can do atmospheric, but I think for ion, I think it's ion engines, and for hydrogen ones we're going to need thruster components. And the same for better tools as well. We'll need platinum, but I'm pretty sure the only place to find that is in asteroids. Unless I'm wrong. But when we build a little rover, I was saying I might just do a really long trip on it, where I kind of maybe circumnavigate the planet. I don't know how long that would take. That would definitely take at least a few hours. I was going to go try and scout for some trading stations to finally use all them credits I've got. Might actually be able to buy some platinum or some of the frustum components. Trying to think of what else I touched. There was so much stuff I talked about. That's all gone. I was talking about the drill as well. So the drill, we managed to fully extend it. And we got all the resources we could out of it. As you can see, we cannot get any more iron from it unless I just leave the drill to kind of wiggle down here. So what I'm going to do is, once this area is finished, oh, the sandstorm, that's always good. Once that area is finished, excuse me, I'm going to build kind of like a big, I want you to picture one of them huge construction vehicles, and I mean like the absolutely ridiculously huge ones, where people look tiny compared to it. I'm going to build one of those, and it's going to be hard to point out now with this desert storm, but it's going to kind of be like a big flatbed truck, where we'll have a few large cargo containers, and what we'll do is we'll have a drill that is, I'm trying to think of the right word, with an articulated arm. So what we'll do is, say if you like, imagine a square here, we'd park it next to it, we'd put the drill out, and we drill like a big square, and then we try and put that drill down as far as possible, and then we go do the next bit, try and get as much as we can. And I think maybe eventually develop like a ramp. I would go down the side so like the truck can drive down, drill a bit more, come back up. And in this area, which I thought I might turn into a small dry dock for rovers and stuff, will actually just become a docking station, and we'll just use this pipe here. And then all the ore will just feed back in, or get sorted out, it'll get pumped back out, and we can go from there. Now, there was something I was going to do, and I have completely forgotten what it was. It wasn't to do with that. Oh, I don't remember. I think I might try and grab this before it runs out. Yeah, today's going to be a bit of a non-episode. Today's a drinking water episode. Mind you, it's not perfect with these lights, but I'm loving the way it looks. It's a really nice look there. I think this might be the thumbnail for today's episode. Try and get that a bit built up. Although I do want to get... Listen, I can't remember if I took a screenshot. That was the worst thing. I record the video and I take the screenshot at the end, and then as it's uploading I quickly make the screenshot, upload it, but once that was gone I thought, oh god. What is even the point anymore? I think another thing I was talking about was the settings, about how I'm going to be changing them. My plan is to get to a point where I've got defences around the base and I will turn the difficulty up. So I might turn down the speed of some of the assembly stuff because we're going to have all these speed modules and that. I'm going to definitely change environment hostility to normal. I'm going to turn on drones, spiders, wolves, all that good stuff as we get to the planets that require it, because I think the only one that can affect us here is drones, especially with that space pirate beacon. Which I still don't know how to deal with, because if they've got that safe zone, like, how do I actually use the station? This is another thing where I'm refusing to look up any information. I want to move about my chat. I want to just learn the game all over again, just through raw experience. Let's see how many plates we've built up. Looking good. Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Look how power's doing, because I've fully recharged in -2. That's always a good sign. And you're fully stored, but also not fully stored. It's probably because I've got 13 wind turbines going at absolute peak. It's a bit slow going on this front. Plenty of construction components. Do I need all these steel plates? mean that's done. Ah, yes it did. Try enable corporate mode, see if it's going to work today. I still have not figured out. I thought I had before, but apparently not. It must be for fresh components I get put in. These steel plates are going to take the longest, so I'm going to move them to the last bit. Try and get all these other little components done. Now I've just realised I don't think I actually have enough cobalt. No, I do not. Let's go grab some more of that. See if I can remember where I took the hole for cobalt. That's probably it. Right, while we're waiting for more stuff to build, what have we got? Some metal grids are being finished. I need more. No, which tells me I did double up the components. Okay, right, let's put a stop to all that now. Let's clear the build menus. I'm going to be running into a resource shortage very soon. I tell you what, trying to say certain things when you've got nicotine gums in is not easy. Right, that looks about right. I don't know why that's added so many steel plates there. Looks about right. I don't know what that sound was. I'm really hoping that was the sandstorm. When I swapped that stuff, I heard something got dropped next to me. Oh, I was really hoping to try and repeat that. I swear that just did the first few notes of Funky Town. Just about, anyway. Right, well, steel plates is going to take years to do. Is it just steel plates now? Yeah. So let's also queue some up here. And then let's go back to this, cancel it, and queue 3000. And then we'll just make whatever we need towards the end. At least now it'll go like twice as fast. Because we're already coming up, 36 minutes. And I have built 2 things.
Energy low.
That's one more refinery to the collection. And only 3 more to go. 4 more to go. Of course, now it's just a waiting game. Speaking of, these are recharging nicely. I've noticed my... I mean, while this solar wall looks nice, it is a little bit limited because the sun does rise there. And I put my foot in a really bad position. And of course, the vast majority of its time is here. So these are in a very inefficient position. Because unfortunately we've got these little hills over here, which just cut out some of the power when it drops down behind there. But with all these wind turbines and all the batteries we've got, it's really like a non-problem. I'm just happy with how it looks. This is perhaps the biggest base I've built probably since a couple years after this game come out, when I used to play with my friends. I think I've said previously how anytime I've played by myself, I have basically just built a survival kit and then stopped there thinking, oh, I'll come back to this, and I never do, because once you got that survival kit and a wind turbine down, that's it. Your game's finished. It's the same with playing games like Minecraft. Once you've got a house and a farm, what's the point to keep going? Although I don't know if that's just losing my imagination with age or depression. Which is always a good thing to think about. Nickel in here, okay. Badger rifle, okay. Really loving how this looks from a distance now. My split-second decision to kind of make these overhead hanging lights, which I might turn into a proper roof and then a wall coming down at some point. That's why I've done this. Couple extra blocks coming out in case I want to bring it down. I think it was a good idea. I was originally going to put the spotlights like on the sides. I don't think that was going to quite look as good. That's another one down. See how long we've got. 17 minutes. We can knock these three out in the next 17 minutes. Should still give me ample time to do a nice little end of the episode chat. Still waiting for these steel plates. I'm just trying to think of what to number this episode. I think I've done... Is this going to be episode 6? Did I do 3 yesterday? I think I did. Yes, because it turned out to be a triplet. I don't know whether to call this episode 6, 7 or 8 to be honest, because I did 2 episodes worth. I think I'll stick with episode 6. I think I'm going to stop dwelling on it, because I'm really starting to sound like a Debbie Downer. Which I know for anyone who's watched this far you probably don't want to be hearing, but oh really, it has killed me. I think it was my best 2 hours yet. It was the most confident I've sounded in a while. Just looking through this little area and I really am happy with this. So just a look at the refineries with the light shining down that. Pipes are a perfect height to kind of add space to the area. Yeah, this definitely needs to be like a big warehouse kind of look. If we fill this top bit in, maybe put some glass in the ceiling. That could be quite nice. Because we've got, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11? Yeah, 5 and 5 of a block in the middle. So I think if we did like a strip of blocks down, and then we do strips of blocks where the lights are, that could cut that up, and then we could probably get space for Either the big 3x3 windows or some of the smaller ones. But I think I would save the windows for kind of this more open area, where it'll be a lot more visible. I mean, there's pipes running through which is obstructing it, but still in the background we could have the light shining down. I've never normally wanted to do aesthetics. I think I've touched on the fact that I'm a very utilitarian builder. I mean, if we can see... It sounded like someone was walking behind me there. We can see my satisfactory influence of having storage container, refinery, straight into assemblers, which I'm quite a fan of. Looks a lot better than what I usually do. But it's all coming together. I'm really glad of how this space and how this series is starting to progress. I need to start recording at better times of day, but we'll get there. Alright, well we still need 1,619 plates. And you're going to have around 1,300, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that should do it. Should be more than enough. But we've now got all the refineries in place. I think when we come back tomorrow, I'll definitely record tomorrow. I'll have some life for me again by then. We'll finish all the modules off. Drink some more water. And then we shall finish the assemblers. And finish the modules on them as well. And then I think we finally start work on a rover. I don't know whether to build my mining one first. I think that's going to be quite a big task. I think I might try and design that one. I might actually do an episode where, yes, it's Space Engineers, but we'll probably just be on like MS Paint or something. We'll have a nice little design episode where we can pull up some reference images, kind of start drawing stuff down. Because while I would love to do a real life recording, because I prefer to put pen to paper, I will either be recording on my ancient iPhone 6 or somehow plugging in my really old webcam from like, oh, I don't know, 2008 maybe. It's only just managed to hold on to life. I'm sure there's wires that are like exposed on it and everything, but it still works. That could be fun. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Next episode we'll finish all the little bays. I think episode after that we'll kind of do like a little art one. Just so we can bake up the I don't know, I was gonna say monotony, but I think just to keep it fresh. And if anyone who has watched this far and is hearing this now, You can always feel free to throw some ideas in the comments. Because I do read them all. And especially the first few, or well, one. That'll normally show up in my section. I'll always stick a heart on. Because it does mean a lot. I really, like I said before, I don't want to be one of those people who's going to be like, oh please, you know, like and subscribe, because we're all fighting the YouTube algorithm to get scraps just to be seen. And I don't want to be putting exaggerated titles and thumbnails and trying to clickbait you and watching my videos. I just want you to come here as something to watch, something to enjoy. Maybe ASMR, maybe you just want to learn Space Engineers. Maybe you're getting into the game and for some reason you've picked me to watch along with. I mean, I think this is a pretty good series to watch, other than time skips in the way of not recording stuff. But yeah, every little helps. Even if it is subscribing and liking, because it does feel good to check my YouTube studio or check my notifications and see number on internet has went up. Always a good feeling. Because I would like to, I don't want to say make a living out of YouTube, because that feels bad to me. That sounds like I'm just making content purely make money off people. Do you know what I mean? I see it kind of more as like a hobby, but if I was to start a Patreon like later on down the line and get support through that, it means I wouldn't have to work as much, which means I could put out more content, hopefully get recording software, because I'm pretty sure everything needs a subscription these days. Gone are the days where you could just buy something and own it outright. And kind of make higher quality stuff. I could maybe follow my childhood dreams of making machinimas, making little Gmod series or whatever, because I'm tempted to do animation in Gmod, but that is a whole different ballpark to SFM. I wrote a really silly script for TF2 animation I would do, but I loaded up Gmod, thought about it for 2 seconds and thought, oh, this is actually going to take a hell of a lot more work. And I'm still opposed to the idea of exporting things in SFM just to stitch it back together in Blender. Which I know isn't too bad, but I'm very tired these days. Unfortunately, putting a lot of energy into things requires a lot of motivation. If I don't have the motivation, I just won't do it. I don't want to burn out. Which is why I'm doing very raw Space Engineers gameplay. But if I can remember what the hell I was talking about when I started that point, I'm sure I'd be going somewhere with it. I think I was trying to say thank you for watching. Right, have we nearly got enough for this? Need 111. We'll just sit and wait for that. I am absolutely chugging water this episode. Although it never goes wrong to be hydrated.
Energy
now that should do
low.
it. 141, that's more than enough. Lovely, right. I think while I've still got a couple minutes, I'll start on some of these modules. Let's clear that. Oh, superconductors. I did not think about that. And that needs gold. Oh, I've not found gold yet. Right, okay, that changes the scope of the plans. Because we have silver over there, but I'm pretty sure there's no gold of it. Yeah, this is a really small deposit by the looks of it. Oh, there's gold. Where were you? 50 meters that way. Okay. Let's see if I can do a triangle in my head. So we're 50 meters this way. So we come down. Yep, there's gold. Oh, well, that was easy. Whoa, I have no idea which way I'm digging. Okay. Right, let's just stick that in there and let's watch where this gold goes. Okay. So it is being taken out by the refinery, so that means I do need to sort something out there. I'll have to have a look, but we'll save that for next time because we've got just about a minute left. So let's try and look at a good place for the screenshot for today. I don't know if I'll just stick with my original one. I'm thinking here. Let's get something like that. Could also do a pose. That's something I was thinking about. That works. Let's try and wait until we get a good little... maybe not. No, actually, considering I lost the footage, let's try and do a facepalm. If it would let me. Oh, it won't do it. Oh, that's a shame. Can we at least do the wave? Huh. I guess those are broken at the minute. Okay, I can do that one. I'm just gonna leave it at that. There we go, let's just do that. Right, well, we're over the hour mark now, so to those who've made it to the end, as ever, thank you very much. I'm glad you've put up with me once again. But I think for now it's time I commit to some self-care, sit down, have a nice hot chocolate, watch some TV, and then go to bed. Before I stay up and record any more of this wonderful game. But as long as I remember my new hotkey, I've been Arcos once again. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for the 100 subscribers. I hope to see you in the future. Goodbye.